Mhm. to even to everyone who has will more be given, and he will be abundance. But for him who has not given, but he has will taken away. Who has not even what he has will taken away. This is another optional chapter to design for those who some money and the wish to know how to the multiply it, and it the future is at the all unlike into the past. It quite be easier to the multiple. All you need to do put in the right place and take on the leaves, and there's the money of always suggests that the 20% or to 20% principle. It is the accident of the verified Pareto discovered, and with we know as the 80-20 principle. When we research this distribution of income and the wealthy, and we found that there was a practice was capable, predictable, and the highly unbalanced distributions of money. It is seems to be dislike and being to the quick distribution using the distributed by progress and extension income and tax to the unique and distributed with the minority gaining most of the of aggregate incomes. And if aggregate income and even the progressive taxations wealth and following the even the unique and pattern of income, it is even the hard to take and a wealthy and a unique and to the make income unequal. This is a being majority of the wealth and creating for the investment rather than income and because the investment and return to be the even more and unbalancing with them and income to return the investment, creating the high amount of the wealth, and because of the hyponic of the compounding. For example, for value of sharing increasing the 12.5% of the above the average, and this means that the $100 investment in the 1950 would be the worth and would be the 22,740 today in the journal. And real investment done to after taking this effect and the inflation are high positive and expect, and when we inflation to the rampant and this compounding turn of the investment are the highly different, and so the investing over this is much better than others, and this help you to explain why whether because so the uniquely distributed, and it makes a huge amount of the difference, and where you are the compound wealth and the annual rate, and say the 5, 10 or 20 and 40% of the hundred compounded over the 10 years are this, and the would be produced to respectively and the 1629 and 2050 193 and 6191, or the 28,925 for right time the annual return, and compounding at the 40% of 40% product produce the return earlier the 80 and the higher than the compound effect at the 5%, and the result become even the seeking and the long, and we go on the obviously and enough to the certainly strategy of the investment, and certainly investing and the predictable must be better in the other side, the life creating life creating life and instigate into the making money, and you are more likely to become the wealthy and obtain the great increasing in the wealth for the investment in incoming rather than from employment income, and this means that this is the primary of the accelerating enough money easily earlier on from the fund investment and accumulated of the stake of for entire to the investment would be usually required to hard to the low spending for the periods of net income, and must be highly spent on the only expectation to this rule are the questions of the money and legacy, or the great and marrying into the wealthy and families, and wonderful and the lotteries or the others and gambling, and it crime first and cannot be easily to be predicted with the third of so likely that it should be a totally discount be for the is not recommended, and so only the second can be the consciously planned, and when the outcome is uncertain because of the compound effect of investing, you can become a rich and by the starting to investment earlier in life, or by living in long time to both starting to earlier the most comfortable strategy as the earlier the possible, and develop the consistency long-term investment and strategies based on principles that have worked well in the past, than do with obtain the 80% of the investment return to 20% of the money, and the answer is following the cock 10 the recommendment of investment, making your investment and the Phillips and reflects your personality. A key of success and personal investing is to the much and your personality, and the key to one of the number of the providing the techniques, and must be employed the investors and following, because they are techniques that per perfectly validity and not the short to them as the individual the investors, and should be choosing for the annual of perhaps the 10 successful and strategies to suit him or her on the temperament and knowledge. 10 recommend of investment money or investment philosophy reflect our personality be a proactive and unbalanced investment, and mainly in the stock market and investment for the long term. Investment more when the market is low. If you can be a bit of market and track it, build your investment on your expertise concerned, and the merits of the marriage emerging marketing and the clue in your loss and making the run of your gym. For example, if you are like if you like the number and the unlistic it should be devoted on the one of the analytic method of investment of the one of the I like the best of the value investing and but see the next point dedicating the earning to accelerating the simplest investment such a way warrants if you vary at the top and the opportunity then the pessimization over the executives and elastic and approaching each this and this is the to optimize and have top investment and so that the for the selling and that and the money of over to the inside of the tracking the funds and the top optimize and when this is the deserve to apathic at the velocities and making to the great investor and because of the selecting and the of three and sharing the one of the numerous and potential but it is you are the optimize trying to rest in your enthusiasm and can be right down to carefully impossible and why do sharing unlikely or show activate and trying to rational before you are buying and be a sure sale and so loss making to the share if you are too emotionally committed to them if you are the neither analytic or the investors but a particularly short of person you should be either the specialize in the areas about which you know the great deal of following the success investment or how the clear and track and record beating your index. By sab, according to Pomodoro technique, I have completed my 30 minute and I am taking rest for 5 minutes and after that I will come. Start again. Now I'm going to start again. घंटा 22 मिनट. By the productive and the unproductive. Being a productive and mean that you take change of your investment and decisions and yourself, and the danger of the device to the money of the manager. It is not a much that the cream of a lot of the profit, but even the more that they are unlikely to the recommend or implementing the short the implementing the short of the unable to the profitable. Birds of usually and 28% of the profit is and compared to 80% of the gain individually to holding the pair of it all profitable over to the periods of the 80% of the gain usually and the 20% of investment to the pair of it very profitable when composed to the excellency and the equity is 20% of 20% of the shares. 20% of the shares, 20% of the shares, 20% of the shares. The types of the value investment and using the similarly and the profit percent with the majority are the not these and the separate stars and sharing to the nominal types of cylinder. It is absolutely accurate. Therefore, the separating the state of the work that the groups of the portable rights in the dailies and criticize and the ends of the books and the investment of the it has been said to the local and the hundreds of the gain of the IBMs and Dominoes and the Forex and in this Sneha, good morning भैया, good morning Sneha, late हो गई. One share is the G and the DBRT, VRT and assets and the paranauticals for this state. States has state for the 95% of America explore that the shops of the body shops or the body shops on the Cadburyans which sweeps and earlier to 90 and the Microsoft are that the investor of the 20% of the gain of the mass into the similar time the appropriations and the latter the goods investment and take the producing to the variety of the circle variety of the circle the consist and the profitable over that this is the momentum of receiving which take you momentum of receiving to several and the deciding on should be the considered to the sale again and goods and thumbs and not to the thumbs unless the price of selling the 20% of the receiving the highlight and the day of the looking for the piece of will say the 50% of the high and 50% of the reductions of the indicated the changing of the trading and the other sides of the continue the holding the circumstances and the forces of the slow so conclusion the money budget and money but with the method of being breeding and the much of the profitable result the Johnson said that was investing the indicators and the implying to the making to the homes and observations and accumulations whether the investment and the success and the career of the both the right and neither the pursuit of the designation and quality and the generate the passport and service society the professional the both of them making the professional and caring of that the doing to the end and the success of the hangovers and the good is possible and the wealthy and creating the need to the ambassador and the wealthy and the stimulate and the forget and the local to the professional and the low outlook and the proceeding the chapter of the almighty and exhorted and the philosophy and the demand to the success and this is the stop of that the stop that must be to the following the business and obtaining of the leverage of you are planning for profitable and circles and consort and expanding to that time and prints and the relationship and a contract one of the guide by the roundabout the success it is the easy for loss and the perspectives and the persons and values and the perfect relationship and response to at any stage and success wants get off and this is why the sensibles and tax and back to the career and money and make the consider and the important of the investment and happiness chapter 15 आ गया हमारा chapter 15 the 7 habits happiness के ऊपर बात करेंगे हम 1 घंटा 22 मिनट की बात हुई थी happiness के ऊपर बात करेंगे the extra and set to the going to the human and activities and happiness and the down listening to astounding and set to told him that how to happier and he could be the using having the starting analyzing the happiness and the unhappiness the 80-20 rule apply to in I believe that I appear to the 20% of the most of the majority of the perceived himself to occurring the majority of the hypothesis, and the 80% of happiness occurs, and the 20% would be the 80%, and the 20% of that. When I was drawing to the hypothesis often to the ask dividing to the host and the profit of the money and the losing on the using to the month of during the area and the retention which made the balancing to the appropriate and this 20% the hypothetics and about to the third and point to the hypothesis and that and happens and must be equal to distributing the financiate and this is the group of the mankind's and happiness over the happiness and it is the simply and the materialization of this is the fit of the company and the happiness of this living and more living and the work living and the happiness of the highly concentrated the conscious of the breathing barest plus short of the breast are likely to the less happiness and the life over it also the advice of throughout the books and the relationships and imply that a great shops and improving but the significant suggestion and 20% of the helping you to Shaji helping to how to be a believe how to be a happy how to be happy identify the time of the when you are happy and expand them much possible ये बात तो बढ़िया लगी identify the time when you are the least happiest and reduce them much possible अंडरलाइन करने वाली चीज़ तो spend more time I spend more time on the type of the activities that there are the effectiveness and being to the activities start and occurring to the belief and happiness of the things and activities in the best of start and the sports and the unhappy and to control over the imagine and the situation to expectations and suggesting become the unhappy the activities are the ineffective and make happy to affect and make unhappy and systematically and where and could join for work and if does thing if this thing can over and this situation but the aren't people and the powerless and dealt with the unhappiness and a part of this and an experience of the canonical unhappy and the consider and the travels and sleepers and unhappiest categories and materialize and which is the unhappiest and the misery and most of the categories and unlike measure and on control over the routine and the controlling and the divorce and the person to the multiples and the including the happiness and the ones you have feeling the philosophy psychologists and the psychologists and believe the categories of happiness and determine the introductions and bitter children experience and burning to the chapters and then buildings and the experience of the manifesting and help you to be easier and the responsible and this is outside in the control of particularly which we have easily control of that determine that the happiness and will be observing and that individual indicating that the other detail that the feeling and the just or they are getting details and they help you to determine the improving their life and adult and difference and those exactly ability to be generating that the journey during children and youth and improving the fitness environment. Oh my god, this is my mistake. Overhealthing and eating to the exercise and most of the completely in the principal should be able to come and the benefits and whatever they're starting to this and I have example for the inquiring and this having to changing and the manipulating and having and reducing to the reducing exercise and the taking to individual part and getting to the life and the kind of consciousness deciding with the drop or drop to the retro and changing to the individually and control to the fascinating the conventions and hypothermic and can be believing and partnerships and the something will change and then principles and universal hand the freedom of the happiness and support the sensibilities of our audience and which is also continuing this and deserve to the apathy and demand and sense and the priority the finding to the search and discipline to providing a cheering picture to consist in the common observations and gymnastic and exercising excessively deterministic deterministic reducing to the explaining and the behaviors and initiated general and the enlightening and the journalistic and the professions and Joseph and University and the learn to the point of view and the announcement the discovery and also dependent switching and poking out this and the buildings and we will need to eliminate the and high post tennis and the industry of this and generate the likelihood and behavior that finding and feeling the process and physiology and this is the unhappy भी एक टाइम एक पेज पे आ जाएगा initiative the depend of the controlling and those and the meaningful should be there as and important childhood experience and letters and showing to the showing and highlighting phenomena and the renting and the deviations ever something like the help and before you are the initiative values the considering of trend of the office and the rising around this and becoming very people of the events and imagination and the failures of the careers and sadness and the shared feedback and the negative viewers that the progress and by finding the achieving and happiness and different and people to validate again the priority prospect. By according to Porotomo technique, 30 minutes also complete again, and we are taking little bit rest, and we talk to later. We'll eat later. I like it. ऑडियंस का तो पता नहीं भाई, अपना मजा आ रहा। अब की बार 26 पेज पढ़े गए, और 26 पेज, मोर देन 26। तेरा मेरा समय तो यहीं पे अटकरा हुआ, बताऊं मेरे साथ। सत्तावन का मतलब 27 मिनट। ओ माय गॉड, 28 हो गया भाई, 5 मिनट पूरे हुए। चलना चाहिए अब पढ़ाई की और, ठीक है। Manifestation, negativity, and the circumstances and the positive, negative, and the who are you the within the doing this, and whether that everything is the emotion of the journey depending on the circumstances, and the start building your emotions and investigation your back, and that the moving, and that you are the best and control behaviors. You are the most emotional stupid, emotionally stupid, and making your over making your observation happiness and the changing the way you are about. We have the exercise to take and the self reinforce depending depression, and using the booming negativities and the negativities, and we so that the management imagine that the when you are coming to depression and the way of your the training to the over uh, breaks yourself and enforce your the depressions, enforce your depression, and start seek and company and changing your styles and force and yourself exercising the people export that the conduct happen to that listen. And generosity, and that the specifically can the diversity and the diversity of the can and the believing here we have the both you have to accomplish the goal with they make your over ourself and happiness. You are changing your the way to thinking about your our slave, sorry, the self. Doing the thinking you are excessive and unexcessive, and successful and unsuccessful. Talk to the unsuccessful you made to show that the way you people to achieving your that, and will be to describe yourself as less successful. Procrast, procrastination and the success contribute the success be happiness, and success will limit to thinking and the Richard and this and the validators and the carefully, and that we have the changing and the emotionally, and that the rebutal exercising and the simply and making a push share generally, and deciding to the making choice you want to help you to others and help you to success, and making the parent and the progressing and exploring to the help you to changing that The philiplosis and the propagation help with relating and developing a positive and imagination skill. Sense out the helping to the should give to cultivated knowledge and the help you to build and get to the wokeness and weakness, strength and remember all that you have to see in the achievements and that the positive feedback of the receiving theirs and the yourself and last imagine different relationships with the advantage help you to make you achieving and that negativity perspications and you are guilty and yourself depression self depression also story of your old slaves whether you are the objecting and the choosing to the rather than negativities and value you are the coming to the himself and the strength and something that returning to the with the power and displacing and making yourself with the contracting and the right decision and believing making overwhelming and the changing or giving to research and seriously and the changing to events and the rising the encourage for happiness and completely control on that you must be a controller and thinking and as you are there way you are thinking of this and this should be situation to help you to depression and making yourself to happiness and changing your post and the medical evidence you are living to the stress and corpse and providing you to be excellent person and relationships and the relationships and kindly to like to the part of the kindly like to the part of the daily and the every fabric life and whether you are the social and powerful influencer influence and happiness and the healthy and the quiet and the cozy people and to the O's and said the university of the philosophy and it is the most important relationship between the most important relationship people and that it seems to be purely and healthy and the significant of the relationships and the making the more better health that help you to see that the making the thinking about the people see that they are doing to making to the hair to happiness and could be changing the amount of you're spending there in the categories and about to the seeking and the see there are the many situations which to typically call negatively to have this and point to training to that we scared and skin of the skin sables and providing it to be and but with the shapes and the codes and the waves and to persons to the controlling to the getting and the comfortable and with this bureaucracy and stress and building to the progress and juggling and lawyers governance of the exhausting and traffic also to tap middle to depression and seem to the habit that the jumping into the space and the kinds of them and relationship that relating detailing the probability and the hashing the computers and making to the law of the levers and swinging and the side depression quite possible and but I have learned that the particular situation that a possible system to use the depending on the month or secondly then the bureaucracy of this board and taking the law of the negatives and depressions and the reporting to the finding to the technical society technical mastery discussions and by to the minutes or after to the dinner. No doubt, there is own pursue and the point, and that the down to the conscious energy that the word is writing and down to the checking the months of the far accident and congratulate yourself to seeing and providing to the 10% of the amplifier and happy lightness and analyzing reflections and then being happiness and observing conclusion that the happiness is greater superseding the pursuit and morally precious and that were thirds of the controlling and parts and that possible to the finding that mental and that the possible of this and create pro values and bring to the gus into the observing something that about it something about this daily happiness and habit after having that moving the at least and the one motions and place and the moving to the unhappiness and concentrating which and a positive and happiness and for the time and happiness and provide you the and happiness only happiness and to the providing you to happiness and feeling to this and experience for this and what we all the daily of the happiness and happiness in me and everything relate to in the fact of the mind and the daily for the fitness of the healthy and summarize exercise mental see spiritual artist and stimulation meditations doing a good turn take a pleasure break with friends action make yourself treat congratulate yourself लड़के में लड़ता है कुछ essential oh my god 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 those look your rotation ठीक है essentially integrated and happiness and daily the physical exercise to always do after leaving to the exercise and apparently and this is because of the exportations and relating to the add of aerobic natures and anticipation and the similarly stating the highlighting the dogs and with this and during this experience and daily exercise to essential habits and making the habits of will to the far it should be and making and always to exercise with ensuring that exercise it belongs to this belongs to one and happiness and the traveler with passion and traveling it is ensuring that you even able to will exercising with this and then tracking changing and should be an excellent yeah. essential to integrate of the happiness and physical exercising to help with the exercise and mental, and because of the exercising you are the endorphins and natures and anticipate and dissipate that the similarly certain highlighting during the but of the daily exercise is essential. If you are making the habits of, you will be essential for and should be making the always exercise, going to the work, ensuring this exercise and belongs to the success and traveling to ensuring you exercise and same the order of the trip and changing schedules and monitoring exercise. Your exercise changing and the recommendations and the exercise will help you to power and engagement that the secrets of that. Put the meeting of the calendar of the 10 a.m. so that you will have to the plenty of the exercise and preparing for you for the heading to the mental stimulations and the pain that the ensuring that the intellectual exercising and then the opinion depending on the interest of person and needs and the exercising imagine reading and after the book and after the 20% of the intelligence after finding the obstacles and all that the abstract topic and the vertical generally entirely anything requires you that the first of the watch mental television highly depends on the qualification and entirely and the spiritual artist and the stimulation and need to be forbidding and sounding and the waters and that is the parts of the aviation and the separates and according to that the volume qualification and a variety of the looking for the regard and the stimulation and excitement and the make money and making other emotions making any emotions and that the habit and change during this and the others and the people and the having the measure of this abundance and seeking and the pleasure that they give and the reference and the understanding and the that's in the cities occasion to the mentally and the working there and the habits going to be interact and the promote that this is the rate and the first one the vision including some and that and to be ensuring that you are taking the at least and one of this and that the final habits and each the congratulation and the habits and happiness and make you happiness for you. Count your source of five count your force of five including this is and this is and the life this is the life if you have the thought you have the habits and the thinking this and congratulations and that sort of will be blessed. Modi medium team host. Oh. Medium team and statement for happiness in addition to your safe and happiness and habit and focus and in the 1916 am maximize your control addition in your happiness and habits and maximize your control take attention take attainable goal be a flexible be a close friendship with your parents have a new happiness friends happy friends have a few close evolve your ideas lifestyle evolve your idea lifestyle. It is अब है 7 मिनट टाइम है 7 मिनट के अंदर पढ़ना है control your device to the complex and trying to negative and this may not be advice with the first station and constructed and the belong to the guarantee and that's 11 exercise the job and you have to control your homework and the bureaucracy are the silent lies to the work and that controlling yourself and the remainder had this money including this happiness and happiness and what who control what who can maximize how to control and maximize. Control and acquire control and acquire to be risky and depends on the advising and risky and advising risky and advising and this and the controlling and this it is depends on the shorts and depends and required to be and to achieve it and to achieve that सारी खांडी के में नहीं हो पाया था अच्छा be a comparative accepting at the majority of the performance of the object and the short story object in the burning and the highly preventing an experience and demoralized to the soul and the self fulfillment and self prospectations and fulfill their expectations and the they are trying to help you to set yourself on a goal and era of your set and that the happiness and the goal of the success is to be the thought of the goals and the evening letter and the having to the obstacles and the performance and the radical and obstacle and achievement and happiness and choose to the shorts of the flexible with the change of the happiness and experience of the law and the remarkable and happiness and the make you object and seek and we are the happiness of the helping and the surrounding you must be prepared with areas and say objective and the life integration be careful for the happiness and the the objectives and achievements and the control determinedly and the control of the something that you have to make a successful relationships and we recommend the help the determination and the success and predictions and the 20% of the principles and the wedding feelings. If you are having to select your parents and the 20 of this and you will be grateful and significant that you are seeking yourself and yourself evaluate to make the parenting or the generating the deal of this and this and helping the terms that we are the consistent letter up to the mislocation of the spending with the much of the money and this is the 20% of the location and the location would be the parenting and the new or the not. By according to the Puravaloma technique, I have completed my 30 minute again, and I will take a rest. After 30 minutes, after 5 minutes, I will come back and we will read together. Okay. सात 5 मिनट का रेस्ट ले, यानी कि तू 52 पर बैठी, 52 पे नहीं तो बैठी 2 घंटा. now I am coming back, and we are going to last streaming. Not a last streaming, matlab our last part we take three. पाँच पे करेंगे और 35 को छोड़ते हैं. Finding your hidden friend, your hidden friend. The power of moving to the world of the subconscious mind. Ah, my God, यार ये आखिरी में आकर दे रहा है. Below the surface of streams and wells that light off, we say that a feeling below the stream at least what we think and we feel through the following analysis current and streams and objectives and deeper to the current and that what we feeling instead. Our hidden friend has used our hidden friend some all facing this facing in the fantastic result of almost efforts and hidden and largely to determine the sources of happiness and yet we use of using these friends and nothing like the potential. And I speak of the minds of in particular and most powerful inner 20 rules and subconscious minds and friends or greatest ally. If we learn to appreciate by programming or it probably what we subconscious mind the first identify that was the Peter was in that great and had no one to neglect the France and the told told subconscious mind the breathing and conscious that the reasons should be powerful of the minds and that wishes strongly influence and the emotions that behaves and find into the steep and the conscious and the probably prefer to that the subconscious only suit words and that is said claims and that some conscious consortium lying that the fusing and the subconscious and the implementing empowering and this nursing and that then accepted that the subconscious and James and that not the programming and the positives and the conscious and with the visiting and that knowledge them and with improving. Repeatedly out this and the 20% for this the manually including the human control and the that the repeatedly and using those apparently a result of the awareness exists and the ability the meaning of this is and liberation relations and that high roles and The subconscious mind, the comparison with the instinct and the process of the controlling and that we have previously which we should be never there perhaps the subconscious minds and traveling to the reporting and accumulated unconsciously and unconsciously my advice. Now I think we should stop because but ये सब्जेक्ट थोड़ा रुक कर पढ़ लेना चाहिए 40 तो करते हैं cultivate memory virtually limited and through the subconscious recall that it is the subconscious and we have descriptively and the conscious mind and this apply to the usually and everything and the individual dimension and combinations and information that is strong with the conscious to be intelligence. This understanding to release the great plans and the real object of the cultivate the subconscious recognize and tap into the view. Know between the information but the truth and the foolishhood and the subconscious mind deal to the particular emotions and the reason that we are there following the consumers and the events and generating informations and the productives and direct the subconscious mind and emotions highly and effective and innovative emotionally and that we let through into the waste and the benefiting of the conscious mind and the mental launch and this is the highly recommended and the reasons and this solutions are emotions and points and defining these emotions and the using of subconscious mind deliberately and yet with the function of the achieving to the major result of the myriad and happiness of the sustaining and the using to the subconscious mind breakness and the following sense and the scientists and steam the answer the problem of the Vidya program then frustration and work for that the blow of out the conscious scientist and doing that the modern man with this and working on this middle of the night and the French mathematicians and the Parisians for Poinaric and will into the binding with the Paris and chatting with friends and conversation and according to the felt of the perfection research and problems and solving the philosophy mathematics and the brand trend understand it was a while and the buying to the approach of the biotic and cabbaging Australian cookman journey organized and test and naval prizes working working out to identify the theory of the climates and structures and eventually give up to the letter of the summary that the daydreaming the support of the checking house and of Molric and that we have the story of the structure subconsciously and the working on the specific and the combining and the combining the binding and the growing and this and it is 80 ये क्या लिखा है भैया 80 16 18 18 1862 1862 the dream was a scheme the dream was a screen etching catching their trail which was stopped sports and traveling to the boxing and the betting to Albert Einstein, American nutritionists and boxing and their teams and West and many of the scientists that have similarly experienced this historically science and the charity. All the strategies and find and individual invest on the finding of this and the redis and new this giving the order assuming there must be an increasing and by the parameterly so that the group and the describe what are the realizing that it is the operations of the subconscious minds and that the day in the money and of the scientist and the coming after to the compilation and new and the pattern and which will be arriving by the subconscious mind. The tips of the students. Acha ji. When you are going to be exam and ready all the questions and you pay to the answer for the starting and writing first answer and that the subconscious will be to the plug plug away to the organization and should be the questions and first you write the letter the answer was taken first the three candle use the subconscious mind create a solution create your esteem famous inside the famous inside that is the more important than the knowledge that the creative solutions is in the subconscious mind and give you the appreciations and then the creative the creative experience and including the painting, earning, hunting, and then the suppose and the bodies and the support fire, like investing some and on games and online and creative and the subconscious mind and watching the productive dynamic and breaking source they are practicing throughout the management how the gaining the completing the advantage and the device to it. As a social mind and exploring that the important of the variety and comes to the security and that problem with the harmony and the chasing to the tempers and searching to the situation. Attention person goal. People who write down the goal and review the frequently are much more likely to be the lane and the separate of the computer. Separate of the question whether they are doing the goal and it is I want you to and you want to be somebody and do something and into the trying and this is realizing that using how this and help to organize you to be. But if you are attending the mobilize and subconscious under the system and get this century the pieces of the quantity and the well-being or the discovery the parameters and aids and harmony and whether you are how yourself and until you romantic and Williams words and then the natures of the part of being towards and then and having to the controls and the existence and control of the impose. I have something. I have something that you are the interested of the inventing and then achieving consciously, subconsciously, or the neighbor of all the questions are required to beautifully and immediately, and they will need to be the noblest, and the thought of the surface areas and subconscious mind will help you to the something and the modestly and the negative and this and attention is not thinking the whatever see, and whatever see things and whatever see lovely and whatever see good and whatever see virtually and prices and think good advice all the beliefs that age and no agonistic and we should do the because of this and this. A new model how to tip the subconscious mind and make the foods and the most of more food sales and subconscious management and tips and the consuming of delivery and I think it is very simple and the call of this and this is conscious thought input subconscious thought output in subconscious thought. I'm hands props. In the first stage, identify your wants and subconsciously and the present of the subconsciously and completely and the hardest and the circuitously subconscious and the sad the state and got and in your mind will this and help you to be determine the gut as it is and the work for subconsciously easily and subconsciously and thought. If your thought and subconsciously secondly and seven quietly have the arms and As put your request to subconscious mind, select all the issues time. The 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 problems issue must be something that you are really care about, and sure it must be important to you. It is involve your career or the personal life. It must be well something you trade and the fatigue and to work and using the subconscious mind. Feed it fit to work out and the subconscious mind. Chess are chess are how to use, for example, how to reconcile your conflict interest and the family life, how to come up with the words and sing songs and return, how to invest the successful and product and which we anything in culture, how to improve your conflict and success and families with working. How to come with a song written, how to come up with the words song or writing, how to invest it, how to catch a specific product which is better and cheaper than anything in the current available, how to avoid the conflict and the specific current and mainly memberships and creates. You are seeing the solutions and just be yourself and everything involved. 35 मिनट तो पूरे करूँगा मेरे 50 होना हो. Set your goal. Goal must be goal must be also the goal must be something that the really want to attend and you must be able to attend the goal of however to the unlikely must be saying to the people if you available and subconscious and guidely to the emotion pieces specific and that there must be emotionally content to the world of level and that will be make you the fulfill visualization or trend you are going to be it specific and the visualization or trend for the goal and it is specific joyous and possible use all the sense you must be describe and achieving your goal to invest in that the people that is something I'm doing the associate with the people of involving the all the dailies and will be and will be benefits and attend this and you should be always focus on this which is mind that you have to individually character goals and identity thoughts and be realizing that you must be imagining or attending your goal and something more emotionally you have to subconscious mind that you are beyond the function and resistance subconsciously and then the favorable and that is the heart of the explaining to explain that to take a perfectly financial ability you must be over that the cost of this and comparing to the initially at this and the moving this forward and that will help you to moving in this and this and if you are using this and 9 minutes for involving in imagining your tools and amount that how the subconscious to find your mystery, how to can the subconscious mind aware to the goal and will help you to attend with the realizing that will be a subconscious mind and the present everything that you want to be अच्छा इसको ऐसे नहीं करता you wanna be You are with multiple your subconscious mind to present from the understanding that you are virtually using for imagination and help you to present. And if you are seeing the future perfectly, if you are really present as you are presenting, and you how to be subconscious mind and stand out of the subconscious domination of the reality and success to imagine your imagination and the imagination with reality and the view that for a perspective and subconscious that help you to make you the future of the present and the imagination and the reality after one to create a moves and seem to dramatic, and for that the force and the presenting and the regardless of that the moving it is an initiative that impact you the scenes in the moving and made you the ability to reimagine this and the scenes sense that the matter that dimensions of the which you are reality. For the for if you are positive if you have positive declarations about yourself that we have I believe that the registers with this subconscious mind that are we are arresting and the affirmation that must help you to be you are and where you want. Thankful for I am thankful for a strong generation enjoying help you at one of what we would have good I can create because of my importance of life and likely to be able to help you to individually of the successful and work for how I am enjoying for health. I am good and my friends and I am fans of whose company and enjoy this woman care to accounting and lucky to have a great and romantic parent or I am going to meet as something as soon will be met for my life and I am fortunate to help you to such a beautiful place or I am about to visit and something to visit somewhere beautiful and have you just be so. I am really enthusiastic that of this book is I am reading and fantastic and so that we one of one 35 मिनट के बाद इसने बीच पढ़े दूंगा द स्टेटमेंट the statement made with the time and where we have held the responsible excuse and we are daily to wherever we are chatting with the friends and when the statement seems to be better if you are allowed you them this general journal how you are something to culturally issues and that I brush British that we find the bits and for this is the little how अब 2 फटोला कर दे think of yourself that it is the Hari puncher. I am the becoming the best possible and version of myself. I am become a best possible version of my life. Metaphorically with all my shortcoming With all my shortcomings, I focus on working on the world and might be the fourth of the beating. बस लोग के नारे से input to the subconscious mind. Here the effectiveness. Here the effortless. Where they're spending the time to be subconscious. Relax to the daydreamer. Relax to the daydreamer. Sit on the comfortable chair and the quiet and the private sports and perceive preferable outdoor. Relax. Put all the thoughts apart from the message you are able about the send to your head. Send your message to the subconscious mind silently and to okay. But say it loudly if you can. Get dreaming during the outstanding exercise. Get into the routine for exercise for your families can be with the thank you it ideally something and you do very the exercise must be something can be easily and with no stress of strength and alone. I find the cycling and walking at the worded praise and help you before you exercising and the thinking to help you to subconscious mind. If you are repeating the message with you are an exercise and the dreaming at the end of the success and repeating the success again before sleeping. Listen with a relax and to the doing like a music for something and something to the mentor help you to the bed. Achha. Listen to some CDs and every night it is called to be a header the mystic dance by ending Akash Manuins. This seems to be going up to the end of the sleeping and is to be taking the subconscious mind. अच्छा जी. In the third वाला मुझे थोड़ा ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा. In your minute of the able to going to the well air the winding and overs and finding out of one in the head. The looking for the goods, happiness and dreams and repeating the message of lately and thinking and I have completed 50 pages today and last 2 hour, not 2 hour, more than almost 3 hour. I have completed my live streaming where I continuously use 2 hour for reading and now I'm going to stop it and take another work. And thank you to come here, everyone. I love you.